beautiful. It's out of this world. Good morning, everybody. I'm in the southern part of South Warwickshire on a foggy morning, and I've come to this absolutely stunning location. I need a little bit more fog, but it's still nice. But I've come to photograph this road and these trees. Oh, it is stunningly beautiful. It's a private road with public access, so I've had to park up the road, 15-minute walk, and it is beautiful. What a beautiful morning. Oh, I need to get the camera out and start getting some comps. I've come as like a little sort of bend in the road, and I've come up here for two reasons. One, looking back where I've just walked, we've got some nice colour at the end of this tunnel of trees, and then we've got behind you we've got another long tunnel of trees there, so I've got to shoot from both ways. There is other compositions here. There's a little lake down the road there that's that could really have potential, especially in this weather. But yeah, one happy chap. Now, I've made one mistake only, but I think I'm going to get away with it. I forgot my hat. I'm in the works van this morning, so I forgot all my gear. Okay, let's get the tripod out, get the camera on it, and let's get shooting. Okay, one thing I've got to be real mindful of is trying to separate these trees on each side as best as I possibly can. But I also want to try and keep the road in the middle of the image if possible. So it's a bit of a balancing act. I think I've got this lovely couple of Y trees on the left hand side. All the trees are leaning from left to right on this side, obviously right to left on the other side. But I think I just need, probably just there, even though I'm offset on the part of the road I'm on, where I'm actually photographing, I'm not. So it's just about getting that composition. Focusing a third of the way in, and the fog looks like it's starting to come in. The only thing is, I think I'm better shooting that way. This is not producing the image I really want it to produce. It's a little bit too dark down there. Where this has got more, it's more open, more atmospheric. So we'll just take this. I've left it on bracketed shot by mistake. So I'll let that shoot. And then, if I do bracket, I'll probably manually bracket, which what I'm basically mean is I will change the expo, instantly, turn around the other way, instantly better. Oh yeah. Oh. So I'm on f16, ISO 100, and it's a 5-second exposure at the moment. Now, I don't mind quite a long exposure because it will create more atmosphere. Because if that mist is just rolling through, it will actually look even mistier. What I'm not sure on, what we've got to decide is, do we need to come high or even come down? Low's going to look nice, but let's just try it at this. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is stunning. Again, I'm focusing a third of the way in. Just need this foreground bit of road, nice and sharp. The rest is just running into the pond. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I might just drop back another. Oh, the shapes of the trees are just fabulous. Oh, it works so well with this mist. Okay, let me just want to try and place the road. This is well separated. The trees are so well separated. I've got so many decisions to make actually, because do I incorporate more of the road? Do I incorporate more of the sky, the trees, this tunnel of trees? I think if I drop down low, I think it's really going to work. So I might just drop down low and see what happens. And again, I think I prefer the portrait image, which is just my personal preference, to be honest. We have got a lovely overhanging tree to this side if I come wide. But I do like it. If I use that focal length, we're picking up more atmosphere, picking up more fog, and the fog is definitely coming in a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, that tunnel. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is just drop it down and see if I like it even better low down. I think it's going to work. Yeah, we're getting that beautiful tunnel effect. This would look absolutely stunning on one of them foggy mornings, but with the sun burning it off. It's not going to happen today because it's predicted fog for most of the day. I think it's supposed to be quite overcast. It's one of them overcast foggy days. But this is why I've come down here, because it's almost guaranteed. Like I say, if anything, I'm going to be really picky and want more fog. But, oh. So I've travelled about an hour for this, so it's pretty well as I wanted it to be. So it was a little bit of a risk, but like I say, the fog was predicted, and like again, it's definitely getting a little bit thicker. As the lights and that sun, that little bit of sun is trying to eat the ground up, it's creating even more fog. But that is beautiful. It's out of this world. Thing I'm thinking of is, do I need a person up there? Now then, that person could potentially have to be me. So what I could do while it's nice and quiet is, because my tripod's in the middle of the road, is go a quick sprint up there, which ain't gonna happen. So I'll go walk up, and I think if I go and stand around there, we'll set the camera so it's on intervalometer, so it's constantly taking an image, and then at some point it could actually capture me. Yeah, a nice figure in the middle of that area, because I'm photographing this bit here. That's what I'm photographing. I'm quite deep in, capturing all this lovely mist and fog, and it's definitely coming in stronger and stronger, because there's a tree over there. I can only just see where before it, because I can see it quite well. So let me go set up, and I'm going to stand on that 100 yards up in this tunnel, and it's going to look fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through this composition, and I think it's quite nice. After doing my selfie up there, I'm not sure if that's worked, to be honest, but anyway, I've turned around and facing the other way, and I like this as a slight bend in the road. But there's another element to it that I really like, and it's this tree on the left hand side. It's got like almost a face in there. There's like an eye and a nose that I can see. Call me crazy. I'm at around 100mm, focused on this one tree on the left hand side, and then we've got this lovely road that runs through this tunnel of trees again. This nice foggy atmosphere. Right at the end we can just make out some of the last signs of autumn. There's some lovely bushes right at the end, and they've still got some lovely golden leaves on, but it literally is right in that, deep into the image. But I do like the comp. What I'm going to do is work this comp now just to see if I can just slightly improve it, and I think one of the ways I can improve it is actually moving to my right hand side, and what that will do is separate the trees more on that left side. I actually think that could actually work slightly better. So that's the image I'm looking at. Let me just get you in tighter. That's the image I'm looking at. I've got that tree on that left hand side, the lovely little slight bend in the road, that beautiful atmosphere. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I think I'm going to do is, because I've never been to this location before and I have got plenty of time, I think I'm going to go walk to the end here and see if there's a better composition looking back down this road. Certainly there's options there to do so. And then I've also got there's a lovely little crop of trees just here, and still got a little bit of autumn colour on. So again, there's a couple of ponds or lakes down here that could be very interested in this weather. So again, and they've got a little bit of autumn colour around as well. So I think I'm gonna go a little walk up there, and it'll just get me warm again, and we'll have a look, see if there's anything looking back down, because I think this could be unbelievable looking back down here. The only way to find out there is go and have a look, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I've come and walk up to where I really done the selfie, and I've looked back, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. What I do like about it is we're just getting the slightest bit of ambient light, so I like the shadows that are just starting to cast real faintly on the grass. This beautiful grass that's covered in dew, and then I like how the mist just disappears into the background. So I'm going to get an image from here and get the camera back out, and then I'm going to go a wander even further up because it looks even better. The road actually leads up, I can see it now, it leads up into an hill there, so that could be even more potential there, whether looking down onto the road or actually looking up the hill could actually work really well, so we'll see. But yes, I like this shot from here, I think it's really nice. Let's get the image. My initial thoughts when I've set up is we've got this tree on the left hand side, which I quite like. A little bit concerned that it's quite close to the edge of the frame, but I think it's okay. I think we've just about got enough separation there. Now if I move, the one thing I can do is move back a few yards, which I'm probably going to do just to give it a little bit more separation. The reason why I haven't is because I plonked you there. So I will move back slightly, then see if that improves it. And then I might even just, again, go right in deep to this lovely misty tunnel of trees. Okay, let me move back a little bit, and I've got to move you with me. Okay, my bag shouldn't be in the way there, so that just gives me a little bit more scope there with that one tree. Just want to get rid of the one on the left hand side slightly. I'm going to focus on that foreground tree. We'll get that image. Move on f16, 4-second exposure, ISO 100, 10-second timer. Again, very pleased. So what I'm going to do again is move on up again another 100 or so yards, look back down again, because I think it's just going to get better and better. Hopefully, because there's a lovely long straight bit of road here that goes a couple hundred yards at least. So the longer and straighter that road, I think the better it's going to be. So let's move on up there. I might stop, and I'm not photographing these trees at the moment. There's a beautiful tree that's got this beautiful colour still hanging onto it. I think it's an oak, and we've got this obviously this mist and fog in the background. We have got some lovely trees behind, but they're just in that haze, so it looks so beautiful. I'll put the tree on the right hand side. Right on the right hand third of the image, focused on the tree, f16, ISO 100. What I have done is push the histogram right to that right hand side, so I can bring as much or as little detail out as I can without it being blown out. So I've soon realised that I've had to come beyond this. There's like a separation in the road here. Now I can't shoot beyond that because it separates the road visually as well. So I've come just beyond that, and we're now shooting back down one of the longest parts. First image I'm going to get, I'm going to try and incorporate this tree here, and as another Y-shaped tree. They're the two trees I'm trying to incorporate in the foreground. That's the first image, so it's not particularly wide, it's about 70mm. And then again, I'm going to try and go deep in. Now what I'm going to do to get my composition when I go deep in is go deep in first and then move and see where it suits the composition best. Well, I didn't have to move far at all, just zoomed in because I quite like the image. But it just shows how I've worked to separate it at the beginning anyway, all the way through as best as I possibly can. I do like that, I do like that. That's probably the better of the two images. The more image at a minute, about 150mm, something around that. What I'm going to try, oh, we've got people walking up, that is perfect. Got people walking up. Right, I'm going to have to change the shutter speed and so they're a little bit more sharp. Okay, so we'll go ISO 200, we'll go f11, gives me a shutter speed of I have to go ISO, God can be quick because they're coming that. Okay, that should just about keep them sharp enough because I'm obviously walking slow. Need to change the time. Okay. Morning.
Morning. Sorry I disturbed your picture.
It's just what I wanted was someone walking down. To be honest with you, you've been super. I was rushing when you was right at that end. I was rushing to get you because I just wanted someone walking through. So perfect. Done a great job there.
Next year's Christmas card.
Yes, yeah, could be. Okay, so that worked. The next image I think I'm going to try and get is a pano, because I've just shot two images, one on the left hand side quite deep in, one on the right hand side, like both. So I'm thinking, can I incorporate the two images? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to definitely do a pano. I think it's going to be around that area there. So, now I'm not sure if this is going to work, but it could be a belter. F11, ISO 100, a third of a second. So I'm making my way back and stopped a couple of times, and I managed to capture another person in the image, which I think could work really well. So we've just come into this dip, and the road just rises slightly, only probably a metre or so from where I am to 50 metres up. So it's only a slight gradual. But just because it rises, I love the composition. Gone quite tight in, and we've got some super shaped trees. What I'm thinking of is maybe if I drop down low, we'll get that impression even more so. Oh, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love it, absolutely love it. And I love the tops of the trees are they're intertwining with each other. So I do like that, especially with that foggy background. I can get that sky, not worried about the sky because it's fog and it's mist and it's beautiful. Okay, let's drop down and see if that works even better. Now, if I've got a real criticism of this superb camera, and it does me head in, especially with someone who's not that flexible with the knees, is how the screen doesn't work hydraulically in a portrait mode. It does horizontally, but not in a portrait. So I have to get right down and struggle like buggery. I like that. I like that. So I'm just going to tweak the comp to where I want it to be. Focus on one of the foreground trees. I love it because it looks how the road disappears over this brow of this, like I say, this very, very slight hill. Love it. I keep stopping and stopping. I think I'm going to add the video here. I can't go over every image. Obviously I'll show you all the images that I've taken. Let me know which one you prefer. Try to change things a little bit, point up high, go down low, concentrate on one little section, go right deep in, go wider. Tried all these elements, and I'm struggling to pick out certainly one at the moment that I like the best until I get back and process them. As fors and against for all of them. I'm trying to separate the trees, I'm trying to concentrate on, like I say, more detailed areas, things like that. Try to use the road in different ways, perspectives at the road, so higher, lower, slightly to the left, coming in from the left, coming in from the right, things like that. So I'm going to leave that here. I hope you enjoyed this one. What a fabulous location. You need to get the right day, the right moment, but when you do, this place would be unbelievable. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.